Back here with another look at Microsoft. All right, this is the stock. Boy, I love this Fibonacci. Man, oh man, if you don't know nothing about trading, learn how to use this thing. It is absolutely a gem. Okay, that you have to put the 702 in manually. It doesn't come with the 702 in it, but look at that. Perfectly nailed it on the weekly. And getting a bounce right from there. It works out. It's beautiful. I love it. You take it from the low to the high, the move. This move started obviously right here. This was this wave after this pullback. Right there, the retested this previous high over here. And that's where the move started to the top. There's your retracement. Okay, the way you draw it. If you're not familiar with Fibonacci and you go in there to use it, go from right here. Okay, that was your retest back here. Go from your low to your high. Alright, hold on a second. I don't have my screen up on mine now. There you go. Right there. Okay. And look, it nailed it right on the dot. The 618 is a golden pocket. That's where you would normally want to get in. Alright, once it got to that 618. 702 is your next really good area. 618, 702. That's my two prime areas. All right. Normally, if I would have been long in this thing, I would have got into 618, put my stop loss right below the 702, and that's where I would have took my shot. So, and you can see naturally. Look at all the buyers that stepped in, sold as the price came down. Now they're going to regret it. Here comes the bounce, and you got. There's 40 million Microsoft that got bought today, right there, that green candle. Or weekly, I'm sorry, this just started today. Yeah, today. So you can see these are weekly candles here. This thing looks, well, it had an all-time high here. Had the big 1, 2, 3, 5-wave pullback right there. You can see the 5 waves down. I don't cover this thing a whole lot. 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, and we started back up. Okay, 5 waves up. Let's see here. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it has a 5th wave coming yet. Let's see here. Let's put a trend-based fib on here. Start of wave 1, possibly there. Sometimes you got to adjust and mess with these a little bit, but it looks a little high. Maybe not. I don't know. You take it. You know, if this was a wave 1, and this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, then your 5th wave blow off. All right. What you would do is you go with a trend-based fib. Go from the bottom of wave 1. We'll go without the wicks here to the top of wave 1. Back to the bottom. Alright, we'll go without the wicks and use that. Okay. And if this all works out, this would be looking at a target of 423. Not financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult a professional about that stuff. Don't listen to anybody on YouTube. Don't listen to, nobody you don't trust. You make your own decisions up with investing your money. And that's the way it should be. We're all grown adults here. I just show you what I see going on, and that's it. I give my opinion. That's it. It's an opinion, okay, of what I see going on in the chart, and I go from there, and I make my own decisions on investing. I'm just showing you what I see, and look at that W formation. I talk about them all the time. W is a bullish double bottom right here. One bottom came up, double bottom, boom, there it goes. Look at that breakout. That a W, a double bottom. If you see a double bottom coming in, then we're very bullish. And if you're interested in learning that stuff, I have a level 3 membership over there. You can go join. It's only $25, man. You know how many hours and thousands of dollars I have in learning this stuff. Thousands and thousands of hours looking at charts, sitting in front of these things, and I have 7 videos in there now, over 4 hours worth of stuff, and I add at least 1 video a week in there to it. So, and I don't know everything. I don't claim to know anything, okay? But I do know a little bit about reading charts, you know. So if you're interested in that, go check it out, okay? But anyway, if we're taking a look at this chart, obviously this support right up here broke down, came back, retested it as resistance, and rolled over here. Now we came back up here, got rejected off of it, had our pullback to the 702. This is where I believe we're going to make a run up out of here. Now let's look at the RSIs and see if that lines up with what I'm talking about. All right, we got the weekly. Boom, there it is. Beautiful. Reset, ready to go. And then the weekly is the big one. That's the one you want to see. It's at a 4 and a 1, bullish, oversold. Down here, way at the bottom, looks great. The daily is just starting up, looks great. It's at a 43 down here, lots of room to run up. 12-hour, just starting up, looks fantastic. 4-hour, getting near the top, no big deal. The 1 and the 4 move up and down a lot, okay? That's how the market moves. You know, it doesn't go straight up and straight down. You know, it goes up in steps, you know, like that, up in steps, and it pulls back in steps. You know, it builds support and resistance the whole way, or whatever it does, but it never goes straight up and straight down. You know, you always get zigzag motion in it. Okay, that's what that 4. That 4 might come down a little bit, might not even come down the whole way, you know, and kick back up. All right, so it looks like Microsoft looks beautiful. What's the monthly? The monthly is at the top. You actually have some bearish divergence on that monthly too. All right, so I'd be watching out after if this gets that 5th wave. And when you go out on the monthly, the bigger picture, you know, you can see it here. You know, if you look at this chart, it screams 5 waves up to me. All right, it did push up there, okay, but me personally, I'd be looking at one more push out of this. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4th wave is always your biggest wave pullback, and then your number 5, okay. I'd be looking at one more push out of this thing, and then you could have a bubble pop here. You know, you got bearish divergence here, you know, on the chart. You know, if you pull it down here, all right, I'll show you it here if you're not familiar with it. This high, that goes up. That's a higher high. Okay, down here you have this high right where we started up here. We're going to start down here. This high, and it's a lower high. Okay, now we could get that one last push up here, but still not probably going to make it higher than the high over here. So that's probably going to end up being bearish divergence and a bubble pop. I would imagine then this thing is going to do a, you know, wow. Yeah, it could have, you know, pardon my language, it could have a hell of a pullback after that. It could end up pulling back down to the support. You know, if this thing ends up pulling up to, where'd we say here? Let's go into weekly. All right, and if we're looking at a 5 wave up here, especially with that weekly reset here, I believe we have one more push. All right, we didn't use no wicks. We went from there to the pullback. All right, so that gave it a target, and we're going to put a line up here, 423. And we'll turn that to red as a stop sign. And we'll see if that works out right. Could go higher, could go lower, could roll over from here and go to 0. You never know. You know, nothing is guaranteed, especially in markets like this. It already did. This 5th wave, you know, regardless, you have a 5th wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you set a new all-time high right here. Okay, you ran into resistance. I would, if this weekly RSI right here was already the whole way up here and rolling over with the monthly, I would say we got some major problems here, okay? But this weekly still has, you know, some room to run here, so I'm thinking there should be one more push in this, and if it does, and it hits our target of, what, 423, all right, that's, what, $100 higher? We'll just have to wait and see what happens, okay? But we got that weekly reset. We got the daily. We're just heading up, okay? Our 12 is reset, and our four and our one, like I said, go up and down. All right, the one you got to watch for, and on weekly, we do have some bearish divergence too, right there. Okay, it's just slightly a lower low. All right, you can see here this high and this high. Follow the dotted lines up here. Okay, just slightly lower. Now, if we get that one push higher here, and this RSI, this could end up bringing this up and not being bearish divergence on the weekly, but the monthly, I believe, is going to end up with bearish divergence, just for the simple fact how low this is on the chart, even with a push up. Even if we get that new all-time high up there or whatever, it's probably going to come in lower than over here and end up being bearish divergence. So just keep your eye on it. I only look at this every once or twice a week. So if you're in Microsoft, just keep your eye on that, okay, and on them levels in the RSI. And all right, guys, thank you very, very much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and talk to you soon.